We go to Asha, who is on the line in Manteca, California. Asha, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Sure, how can I help?
Well, I just need help with what my next step is. I've been with the same company for 31 years, and I'm getting ready to retire in 3 years. I'm taking early retirement because I'm just done with what I'm doing. I just don't know what my next step is. I have some ideas. I don't know how to get them started or what even the avenue I should take.
Great. Let's break down these multiple ideas and figure out if we can see a pattern and see which one really pulls at your heart the most. And here's the good news I want you to have as perspective as we break this down. You've got 3 years. So you've got a really nice on-ramp. This is exciting because there's a lot you can do in 3 years to really set yourself up for a wonderful exit. So let's talk about these multiple ideas you have. List them out for me.
Well, I'm really interested in real estate.
Okay.
My passion is dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I love animals. I like to travel.
Mm-hmm. Now, hold on a second.
And
Hold on. Now, when you say travel, because see, I'm not, this is not a show that talks about our hobbies. I think hobbies are great, but I'm talking about work that just fires your soul up. So you're essentially getting paid to do this. So when you say travel, are you thinking about when you say travel, are you talking about you get paid on some level to travel? Is that what you're thinking about?
I would like that. My son is grown, and just my husband and I, we only have one son, so I could do whatever I want.
Right. And so are you saying that travel is an aspect that would be really fun for you?
Yes.
So it's not the work itself. It's just if it's got travel attached to it, that might seem very attractive.
Yes.
All right. Anything else? Because I'm looking for specific things that you feel tugging at your heart so that we can see a pattern here. So
it's mostly animals. I love animals and I love real estate.
Okay, great. So, all right. So what's your financial situation in 3 years? Do you have to work or are you pretty much you could truly not work?
No, I still need to work.
How much?
We're okay, but the pension is only a partial pension because I'm taking early retirement.
Okay, great. So give me a ballpark. I
can't be there anymore.
Okay, got it. So give me an idea about what you would need to make. Let's just have fun with a target. Let's not overthink this. What would be a target salary income for you 3 years from
now? Annually or what I'm bringing in monthly?
No, annually.
Oh, ideally I'd like to bring in 75.
Okay, great. So we need to think about that, all right? So we write $75,000 down on a piece of paper. We circle that, and we go, okay, that's where we'd like to be in a new profession, doing something that you really love. Well, there's no question in my mind you can make $75,000 selling houses, because when you say real estate, you're talking about being a real estate agent?
Correct.
Okay, great. That's not a problem. That's just, I mean, I can actually steer you to the world's greatest trainer of real estate agents. He's a personal friend of mine. I'll give you that name in a little bit. But you getting 75 doing that's not an issue. You making 75 with dogs and animals, that's a little bit different game. And so there's the way I look at that is, okay, you've got the veterinarian side of things. So we're talking about health care for animals. Then you've got what I would call services. I'm just making this up as I go. So this could be, you either create a boarding situation, you open up a boarding, what do they call these things? Animal hotels. When I go away for 4 or 5 days, we take our dogs to this place. It's like a stinking hotel. It's unbelievable.
Right.
First time I took my dogs to this place, I thought, wow, I might like to stay for a night. It was kind of nice. So you understand what I'm saying. So you've got kind of the business services side of pets, if you want to be interacting with pets, and then you've got the medicinal healthcare side of things. So if I give you those two options, we're talking about full-time loving on animals in some form or fashion, or we're talking about being a full-time real estate agent, and I make you choose, but I guarantee you that when you choose, you're going to be successful. No risk. Guaranteed to work. To make the money you want to make and more, which one would you choose?
Oh, animals for sure.
Okay. So now, have you actually done the mental homework to say, if I was going to be in be in the animal space and work with animals, what would I want to do all day?
I'm thinking probably like a daycare or something like that.
Okay,
like
so
the boarding.
Okay, so the only way you got a chance, in my opinion, to make, you could prove me wrong on this, but the only way to make $75,000 in that space is where you own it. They're not going to pay you $75,000 to check dogs in.
Right.
Okay, so now that's a different ball game. So now you got to go do your homework. You got to go actually use my proximity principle, which says in order to do what Asha wants to do, she's got to be around people that are doing it and in places where it is happening. And so you got to go sit down with some people who run an animal boarding place. And you got to sit down and go, hey, how'd you get started? Did you take out a big loan for this place and buy this building? Or did you have some cash saved up and you leased a place and you had enough cash saved up to buy all the storage equipment or whatever it is? You got to get an answer to that, because that's got a certain amount of money on it, because I'm not going to recommend that you go into debt. So now we go, ooh, can I get there in 3 years? Can I save up the money necessary to start this dream business 3 years from now? Or is it going to take a lot longer? And then how would I get there? So maybe I get my real estate license because you really love real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you sell houses, you make the 75 plus, and you sell houses long enough to fund the animal boarding business. See how that all comes together?
Yeah, that sounds like something I like that idea a lot.
Because here's the deal. You sell houses with a target of launching a business like that, cash, and you find out, well, I got to have, and I'm making this up, but I got to have $50,000 a year just to lease a space big enough to be able to board the dogs. And out in California, it's going to be more than that. But, you come up with what your rent's going to be, and then you got cages, and then you got to hire people and all that kind of stuff. You got to put a number out there, and you need to get educated on that number. And I told you how to do it. It's coffee and lunch with people who are actually running these businesses. They've got the answers. Once you get the answers, it's not so scary. And now we get a number. We go, okay, I got to have this kind of number. Well, how do I go get that number? Well, as a real estate agent, you're straight commission. You are not capped. You go sell a bunch of houses in California, you're going to come up with your 75 plus the money you need to start the business. And what's so exciting about it is you're going to really feel the reward of how long it takes. I talked to a guy yesterday about starting his own business, wanted to go into fabricating. He said, Ken, the problem is it's going to take like 5-6 years. I said, yeah, I know. And he just couldn't get it. And I said to him, Joe, I said to this guy, I said, do you hunt? He goes, yeah, I hunt. I said, you ever been on a hunt for like 3-4 days and didn't see anything, didn't see that deer until the very end? He goes, yeah, oh man, I'm telling you, I have. I said, what'd it feel like? He goes, man, it was super rewarding because it took a long time. And we stayed out there and we stayed with it and we tracked that deer and then we got that deer. I said, uh-huh. I said, you're going to feel that same reward when you open up your own fabricating shop because it took a little bit of time. How can anyone appreciate anything when they get it just like that? It doesn't work that way. So if we can say that from perspective about other people, why don't we have that our own perspective that way? Hey, anything worth doing is going to take some time, and it's always worth it.